because I'm giving you my love for free. Are things not for real? You've been telling everyone about us, but you are not the only one I call for fun. Late night to hear love guns. No, you won't see that I'm lying to be on my own.
Hello friends, and welcome to an absolutely insane, complete disaster, super messy clean with me and unpack. This is going to be crazy, guys. I don't even have enough adjectives to describe how crazy this room is, but it's going to be so satisfying for you guys to watch me transform it. So we just moved in here and we put all the boxes, we put all the stuff into my girls' room, and one half is going to be the girls' room and the other half is going to be a playroom and homeschool room, and we're going to put a wall up eventually, but right now we don't have a wall, but I just need to organize it. Whenever my girls needed something, they just unpacked the boxes as needed, and everything kind of just got strewn everywhere. So this is why everything's a complete mess. It's not organized at all. So I'm going to be putting everything in order. I'm going to be moving furniture around. That's what I already did with the dresser here. That's why I took all the drawers out too, because I can hardly move that dresser. It's really heavy. So I had to take all the drawers out so I could move it. And then I'm also going to be vacuuming as I go so that I can vacuum underneath all the furniture and I can just move the furniture on top. So now I'm just taking the mattresses off of this bed because it's really heavy and I can hardly move this as it is. It's actually kind of comical when you see me move this because it just takes all my effort just to do one little bit at a time. This is actually sped up about ×6, so that's how slow I'm actually moving. But it was really heavy and I'm actually proud of myself because I was able to move it across the room little bit by little bit. In any case, so now I'm going to vacuum underneath this so that I can put other furniture here, and I'm just going to keep doing this throughout the room.
Hands in the air like I don't care. Music is fair to me singing. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, love's in the air and I don't care. Music is fair to me singing. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on.
So while we were in our rental, we had actually stored some stuff in our travel trailer for the last 8 months, and a lot of that stuff we had honestly forgotten about and didn't know until we unpacked it, and the seashells were one of those things. So Carly's just going through her seashells right now because we just don't want to keep all of them. It would just be too much clutter, so she's just going through and picking her favorites. However, we have a beautiful garden outside that's full of rocks, so we thought that that would be a really nice place for her to put any of the extra seashells that she didn't want to keep in her room. So she's just going to go through these and then she's going to go put them out in the garden whenever she's done.
With the flow, and I wonder if you ever think of me, and if you want to drink another coffee I find out in time. I meant to call,
as I was finishing up vacuuming out the bins, I realized that I was still missing one. There should be 6 and I only had 5 here, so it's missing somewhere in the chaos, and hopefully I'll find it in a bit. Now I'm just moving this dresser over and I'm realizing that maybe I need to hit the gym a little bit more often, because I don't think it was that heavy, but I was having a lot of trouble moving it. But in any case, to the gym maybe some other day. I'll get my exercise in right now. So I'm just gonna put the beds back together and then I'm going to make them.
You've told me more than once to show you my intention. My brain gets blocked at times, but now somehow I'll give you my attention. You've got to know that I ain't a person who understands all the clockwork of our romance. You make me feel so alive, always there in my mind. But I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, 'cause they're playing.
So in case anyone would like to know, these bunk beds are from IKEA. One of the things that I really like about these bunk beds is that they're not super high, so that if my younger daughter is up on the top bunk, I don't feel like she's gonna kill herself if she falls off, because it's just not that high up. However, there is a really nice space between the bottom and the top bunk, so as you can see here, I can actually sit up on the bed, so it's not super low there. So I kind of feel like it's a pretty good size, and the bottom bunk doesn't have a lot of room underneath it, but that kind of works. It's nice and low to the ground because that's where my younger daughter sleeps, so it's good that she doesn't have to climb up really high to get into bed. Any case, I'm gonna get on to organizing all of this stuff now. As you noticed, I brought some baskets in. I am trying to organize a bit as I go. Some of these baskets I'm going to go through later, but I'm just putting them in general piles. So for one has the American Girl doll stuff, so anything that has to do with American Girl dolls, I'm putting in there. Another one is Barbie stuff. The basket in the front has stuffed animals in it, and then the basket that's sitting on the bed has laundry. Also, I just found that other bin that I was missing, so that's nice. And I also have a garbage bag in front of me, so I'm just throwing things out as I go, whether it's garbage or just broken toys or something I want to discard. And then there's also stuff that I'm going to be donating to the thrift store as I go, just because there's things that I forgot about, and it's crazy what you find when you move. In any case, I'm going through all of this and organizing it, and it's quite the job, but I am gonna get through it.
Tonight, never to be settled. Though I know I can't deny your eyes have got this inner battle. I don't know how to act. I ain't a person who understands the commitment of a romance, but somehow I need you close. I'll go wherever you go. Don't know if I'll dance with the lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, 'cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me. Reach out to me. Reach out to me. Searching for the truth somewhere else when I just want you. There was a void in my soul. Now I found my true home. But I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, 'cause they're playing the best song.
So now that I've cleared away all the toys and vacuumed the floor, I'm going to construct an artificial wall between the two rooms because I'm not entirely sure where we want to put the wall. I was originally thinking that we were going to divide the room exactly in half and both the bedroom and the homeschool room were going to be the exact same size, but after we constructed this little artificial wall here and placed the furniture, both Jeff and I realized that the girls needed a lot less room than we thought in their bedroom, and that enabled the homeschool room and playroom to be a little bit bigger. So I'm really glad that I did this because it gave us a really good visual. So now I'm just going to put the dresser back together. The top two drawers are Carly's, so in the top drawer I'm putting all of her dresses and shirts and sweaters, and then the next drawer down is her pants and shorts and skirts, and then I'm going to be using the little gray bins that I have over in the shelving unit to put anything else she needs for her clothing.
Hey, I'm here for you. Are you reading every message I send to you? Love is overdue, but you know that I could never give up on you. If you need room to breathe, then I've got lessons to learn. But you are worth the wait. I won't close my door.
In the top bin is where Carly keeps her undergarments and socks, and the next one down has her swimsuits and beachwear, and in the bottom one is where she keeps her nightgowns and pajamas. Now I'm moving on to Clara's drawers, and her clothing is a lot smaller, so I'm actually able to fit everything into just these two drawers. So in the top drawer I'm putting her nighttime diapers, socks, underwear, pajamas, and swimsuits, and in the bottom drawer is her pants and her shirts and her dresses. I'm not hanging anything up because we don't have a closet yet for the girls. That will be coming eventually when we put the wall up, but for now I just have to try and fit everything into this dresser. So next I'm moving on to the girls' dress-up chest, and I'm just going to go through this and organize it, and I had to kind of laugh there because I found Jeff's coveralls sitting in here, and I was like, oh, well that's why it was seeming so full, is because it had a pair of full-grown men's coveralls sitting in it, and that should not have been there. I don't know how it got in there when we were packing, but it did. In any case, I got that out, and I'm just wiping everything down, and then I'm going to fold up my girls' dress-up outfits, such as their fairy costumes and princess dresses, so everything is a little bit more organized.
Are you reading every message I send to you? Love is overdue, but you know that I could never give up on you.
I now have the bedroom portion of the room somewhat organized. I mean, I'm still going to have some stuff that's going to go back over there. I've just sort of been pushing everything to one side into the playroom area, but for right now, that room is clean. And now I'm just going to take the Barbie house and I'm going to flip it around, and it's going to become the other side of the wall where I want to make that artificial wall, which will become a real wall at some point. And now I'm going to start working on these boxes. The ones that are already empty and unpacked, I'm going to collapse, and the ones that are full of stuff, I'm going to unpack. So this particular box is full of the girls' clothing that used to be hung up in our old place, but since I cannot hang it up now, I'm just going to have to take it off all of the hangers, and I'm just going to fold it up, put it in its rightful place, and then I'm going to take all of the hangers and just organize them and put them in one of the closets downstairs, because I don't have anywhere to put them right now, but I'm still going to need them for the future whenever we do build a closet. So I don't want to get rid of these, although we have so many hangers here, so I'm not entirely sure if we're going to need all of them, but I'm just going to hang on to them for right now. And I totally did not mean to do a pun there, but it kind of happened. So moving on to these great big fluffy gray pillows that I'm putting in a garbage bag. We have no use for them anymore, so I'm going to be donating them. They are not being thrown out because they're still in great condition. I just don't have anywhere to put them in my house, and my kids don't really use them anymore. So those are going to be donated to the thrift store. And now I'm just going through stuff as I'm unpacking. Some of it is being donated, some of it's being thrown out, and some of it is finding its rightful place place in our home. So I have some other things here. Those were TV stands that they mount against the wall, and we did not need that either because we have TV stands that already came with this house. I think I needed to keep one for my bedroom, but the one where the TV is going over top of the fireplace, that was already in the house, so there's no need for me to keep that. So that is going to go to the thrift store as well. And then I also found my daughter's blanket, and I just have so many boxes that need to be collapsed. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. There is just so much stuff to go through, and this is such a big job.
I've been trying my best for a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on my fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't wanna be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest when I'm not. I just wanna go my own way, gonna let the past burn down. Cause honestly, don't wanna be stuck in boring conversations with you.
So I am back at it with my not so graceful yet very determined furniture maneuvering system, where I'm just going back and forth a whole lot of times, but I'm getting this cabinet in place. And this cabinet is one that my husband made, by the way. It is absolutely gorgeous and it's super solid, and I'm gonna be using this to store the kids' books as well as their games.
I'll be going away for a while, oh, and I don't know what I'll find. Maybe I can be a rock star, playing songs on my guitar. I know I have to be somewhere else to be able to find myself. Shouldn't be so complicated. If I listen to my heart, I'm gonna leave it all behind. Find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now. 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 I don't wanna be trapped in a box. I just wanna go my own way. 'Cause I am on my way. I am on my way.
So I had these white ladder shelves in my farmhouse, but I did not have them in our rental because they were sitting in storage in our travel trailer for the last 8 months. And so I'm so happy to see them again. They were still in storage this morning, but I asked my husband if he could take them out for me and put them together, and he went and got them for me. However, they are super dusty, so I need to give them a really good wipe down, but I'm really happy to have them in here because I still have so many books and homeschool supplies that I need to find a space for in this room. And so with these having the shelves and the drawers on the bottom, this is going to be so helpful for me to find storage solutions for everything that I have.
Is it alright if I stay today? Is it alright if I stay today? Take my time, far behind, leave my pride. Oh, is it alright if I stay? Is it alright if we just stay today? Is it alright? 'Cause I wish we could just stay. take our time far behind, leave our pride. Oh, is it alright if we stay? Is it alright if I decide but change my mind? Is that okay? Is it alright if I don't wanna feel obliged in any way?
Okay guys, so at this point it was getting very late and my girls needed to get to bed tonight, so I had to call it quits for the moment, but I just want to show you my progress so far. I mean, it kind of looks like a big mess still, but as you saw, I have been working on this all day and it was absolutely an insane amount of work. In any case, I had to call it quits for the night, so this is actually day 2 that I'm on right now, and so I'm just gonna keep going at it, and I think I made so much progress yesterday that hopefully this won't take me forever to get done today.
Just wanna get to know you. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. You say that you're from out of town. I'm hoping that you stick around. Show me what it's like from the other side. Would you stay another night? 'Cause I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. I think I've waited all these years for you right here. But how will I ever know if you go? 'Cause
So now I'm gonna work on organizing the girls' play kitchen. Everything just needs a good wipe down, and then I'm going to organize all the little bits of food. So as I've been cleaning the playroom, I've been putting everything into a box so that I could organize this later. So it's really easy for me to put everything into place now because everything is just sitting in this cardboard box here.
hello, how'd you do? I'm not broken, I'm just split in two. Hope you're fine, ain't got time to do everything you said you would. Frames of the past and the memory of you just come running by. Pictures of sunny days with your smile in the bar. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. Try to be cool, even wear that shirt you wanted to. My friends think I'm lame. Since I met you, I am not the same. It was not meant to be a fairy tale with a happy end. Girl, you take care now. I hope we can be friends. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? how'd you do? I'm not broken, I'm just split in two. Hope you're fine, ain't got time. I'm not broken, not broken, not broken. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them.
So now that I have this area of the room cleaned up and vacuumed, I can spread out this fluffy white rug and get it vacuumed up as well. This is one of the items that I had in storage for the last 8 months, so I'm happy to see it again, as well as the little tent that goes on top of it. I think it is one of the cutest little toys ever. I love having it in the room because it makes the room pretty, but also the kids really enjoy playing with it, so it's something that's exciting for them again too, because they haven't seen this tent for about 8 months, so they're very excited to be able to play with it again.
How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them.
So now that I've finished cleaning the playroom and homeschool area, I'm coming back to the bedroom and I'm organizing everything else that was left over here that needs to be put away. So this is the girls' American Girl doll beds, and they each have one that's their little doppelganger. So I'm just putting the dolls' bunk beds together, and after I finish making these beds, then I have to remake the other girls' beds because they obviously slept in them last night. So even though I already made these beds in this video, I have to remake them a little bit and just tidy them up. Then I have all of this other stuff that still needs to find a home. It's like everything just got switched back and forth between the rooms, but at some point all of this chaos is going to come together.
Now I'm moving closer to you, and it's getting dark in this room. Tell me what you wanna do. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love, baby, let me love you. Just say the word and we can leave this place. I'll take you anywhere you want. As long as we're together, everything we'll do. You got me going, oh, you got me going, oh. Now I'm moving closer to you, and it's getting dark in this room. Tell me what you wanna do. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love, baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love, baby, let me love you. When I look in your eyes, I don't know how, but it feels like I'm drunk on you. It's almost like you make me fly. And when I look at you smile, I don't know how, but it feels like I'm drunk on you. It feels like I'm drunk on you. It feels like I'm drunk on you.
So now I'm organizing the basket full of doll clothes and doll accessories. This little dresser here is actually from my great grandmother that was passed down to my grandmother, then my mother, then me, and now I've passed it down to my girls. So it's really special that they're still able to use it for doll clothes when it was used so many years ago by my great grandmother for her doll clothes, which is just crazy to think about. In any case, I'm going to organize all of these clothes, and as I'm doing this, I'm actually thinking that perhaps the girls' dolls have more clothes than they do, and perhaps we need to maybe downsize these a little bit, but in all honesty, these clothes are just so cute, so it's really hard to get rid of any of them. In any case, I am going through some of this, and I am letting a few things go because there's just so much of it, and I'm kind of like, if it does not fit into this dresser, then we can no longer keep it. And so I'm just going to finish this up here. This is like one of the last things that I have to do, and then I'll give you guys a tour of the whole room.
We can get white walls with big windows up on the third floor in our chateau. Why don't we just get a place together? Mornings in our own bed, so much better. Balconies and bathtubs, what you want? Why don't we just get a place together? Why don't we just get a place together?
Okay guys, here is a final look of the unpacked room for my girls, both their bedroom and their playroom. This transformation was absolutely insane. I cannot believe the amazing difference, and I'm so happy to have this all organized and everything put into place. Putting in these 2 days of work was completely worth it. So in this little dresser here, I have the little girls' accessories up top, then they have their jackets, shirts, pants, and then the little shoes are on the bottom drawer. Now this dresser is very old, so the drawers don't open very smoothly, but I'm getting it done. It's just that I have to do it with one hand because I'm holding the camera. So over in the corner they have their stuffed animals, then the girls are sharing this dresser with Carly's clothes on top and Clara's on the bottom, and then over here they have their dolls in the bunk beds. Moving over to the side, we have their dress-up clothes, some other toys that I have in baskets. I am thinking of perhaps doing the closet here. I'm not sure if it's going to go here or it might go over where these little white shelves are. In any case, these baskets are full of toys as well as Carly's other clothes. We have Lego on the bottom, and then these are the girls' beds over here with Clara on the bottom and Carly on top. Now we're moving into the homeschool room and playroom. In this cabinet here, I have all of the kids' games as well as books on the bottom. Over on these white ladder shelves, I have a lot of homeschool supplies. There's art supplies in the bottom, and then we have office supplies and school supplies in the next drawer. Then we have journals and their Bibles, a lot of reading books, and then we have these little magnet tiles that the kids love playing with in that little basket. Over here we have the computer. They do a lot of their schoolwork on there. We have some games up top, and then more reading books, and then we have some science and history books. In this basket we have some coloring supplies. In the drawer underneath that is more school supplies and workbooks, and then puzzles in the bottom. Now coming around to the wall, we have the girls' little play kitchen that I organized. We have their play tent, and then the Barbie house with the little cars out front, and then I put all the extra Barbie accessories in the basket. So I hope you guys enjoyed this absolutely insane transformation. I know I, for one, am very happy to have this place unpacked, cleaned, and organized. My girls are going to be able to enjoy their room now. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.